Hello, everybody. It is Friday, and that means it's time for me and Joanie to go live and talk about everything you need to know to write, publish, and promote a great book. I'm Elizabeth Ann Atkins, co-founder of Two Sisters Writing and Publishing. Joanie is one of our superstar authors, author of the memoir Nun Better, an amazing love story. And we've written two books together, Healing Religious Hurts and Joyously Free, stories and tips to live your truth as LGBTQ plus people, parents, and allies. Welcome, Joanie.
Welcome, welcome. Good to see you. And first time seeing you in 2025.
Woo!
Everybody out there, first time seeing you in 2025. So happy New Year and may it be your best year ever. That's my mantra and slogan for the year. So welcome. You're looking fabulous, Elizabeth. I love your green, love your hair,
Oh,
you're
thank
sparkling.
you. Thank you.
Woohoo!
Thanks. You too. You've got on your sparkle necklace that you got here in Detroit at the Peacock Room, which is a fabulous boutique for
Yes, yes,
women that
yes, yes.
has gorgeous things like Joanie's necklace that's just it's like symbolic of your personality. So that's why it was the
Oh,
perfect find when you were
thank
here
you.
for Joyously Free. And everybody, if you're just joining us, I'm Elizabeth, she's Joni, and we do this because we love teaching all that we know. I
Yes.
coached Joni to write her first book in 5 months, and she rocked it. And it became a bestseller. She's been to, yes, None Better, beautiful, which she designed the cover. And then Joni has been to 10 prides this year to help promote Joyously Free. And who knows how many last year? Do you know?
Five the year
Five.
before.
So you've done 15 prides with books.
15 prides with books. Yep,
Amazing.
yep, yep. And today is a very special day.
Oh, why?
That's why I'm wearing my decked out little snazzy clothes here because this was Carol's. It is
Oh,
43 years ago today that I met Carol for the first time. It was
oh,
January 3rd, 1982, and I met my beautiful Carol. And within 2 weeks, love was stronger than you can imagine. Oh my gollies, it rocked our hearts and our souls in a world we didn't have a clue where we were going and what was going to happen. But it's all in the
oh.
book, everybody.
Yes.
And it's
So,
all in my heart. So I'm celebrating that today, you know?
oh, if I had some champagne, I would raise a glass to you, Joni, because that is
Woohoo!
so beautiful. Everybody looks for that. And as writers describing love and the electricity and the soul-stirring excitement that you feel when you meet, or you laid eyes on her when she walked in the door, and you
Yeah.
describe it so beautifully. Everybody, she was a nun, a Catholic nun at the time, and so was Sister Carol was an elder nun who was like she was
15 years older. Yep.
15 years and she was in charge, right?
Pretty much. Yep. Yep.
Yeah. So, but Joni, please read None Better, everybody. You can get it at twosisterswriting.com or anywhere you buy books online because Joni so beautifully described that moment when she's at the convent, just arrived, and then Carol walks in and it's
Oh,
it's purely electric.
breath away.
It was beautifully written and you can feel it. We put you there. I taught Joni how to make the reader feel like you're there. Sight, hearing, touch, taste, smell. You talked about the meal you were enjoying with your friend. What was her name?
Maggie. Mag.
Maggie,
Uh-huh.
yeah, the other
Uh-huh.
young nun who was with you. You talked about all the other nuns being so excited to see you, and the
Oh my
energy
gosh.
was just joyous, right?
Yep.
And then all of a sudden, I mean, you're excited just to be there, right? And then
Yes.
Carol walks in. So I often share, Joni, one of my favorite things as a writer is
Uh-huh.
the challenge of wrapping words around the intense emotions of love and
Yes.
pleasure because it's hard to describe it and actually do it
Yes.
justice,
Yes.
right? And
Yes.
like, and even if love scenes, for example, it's not just a tangle of limbs with the titillating terms for body parts. You have to describe the soul level magic.
Love that. Love that.
Well, some people think that's enough. That's not it at all. It's
No, no.
it's what you feel in your emotions,
Yeah.
your
Yeah.
soul, your heart. the part that's so bewildering, like of all the people you've met in your life, why did Carol strike you like that?
Right,
Was it that
right.
you thought she was just physically attractive, which you did? You always talk about her green eyes and everything, but it's energy, it's soul recognition. But as a
Yep.
writer, how do you describe that?
Yes, yes,
Right?
yes. So I put it out there when I wrote, and you helped me to guide me with those five senses and literally, taste and smell and hearing and all that. Because it was her voice that got me originally. It wasn't the first time. I mean, yes, it was great to see her for the first time, but it was her voice 2 weeks before that when she called to say Merry Christmas.
Right.
Oh my gosh, her
Right.
voice sent me into the orbit. Oh my golly.
Into the
And
orbit.
I guess in my heart of hearts, Elizabeth, I hope and pray that what I experienced, what I lived, what we lived is that incredible, profound love that everybody can have a person or persons that they can totally feel that with. Oh my, that is my dream, 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 that everybody could have that profound love in their life. Oh,
Beautiful, Joni. That's how your book is so inspiring. It's inspiring for everybody to find love, and it's especially inspiring for LGBTQ plus people who might feel alone, alienated, haven't found their community, haven't come out. So your book is a burst of courage and hope for people who are LGBTQ plus, as are Joyously Free and Healing Religious Hurts, which is for everybody, but also has a special angle about gay people, queer people to find their peace and love as well.
yes,
So I love that, Joni.
yes,
And
yes.
so
So
all of you, mhm.
go ahead.
Well, all of you writers out there, just let's give you a writing prompt for today. Try and describe love. Let's talk about your all your senses, your six senses, what you feel, hear, touch, taste, smell, and experience intuitively. And then just write a scene, whether it's when you first met the love of your life or what you anticipate that will look and feel like. Um, you can also describe, the heartache, because Carol died 3 years ago this month, right, Joni?
Correct. Yep. It'll be 3 January 30th. Yep.
So the heartache, and also she had been ill for 8 years, and Joni was her caretaker. So
Hmm.
watching the decline,
Hmm.
for that of your loved one is really difficult. So you can describe all those things, how for all you writers out there, but just if you want to stay in the happy zone of love, just write about that.
Exactly.
So, mhm,
Exactly.
mhm.
Yes. Yes.
But
Yes. Yes. So did you know? Oh, go ahead. Go ahead. I didn't
will
mean to
you please
interrupt.
go ahead?
I was going to say, did you notice a picture behind me today?
Oh, wow. Yes. And you sent those. Oh, I love that picture. Can you tell what it is? Can you share? Oh, that is so fun. You got it on canvas.
I got it on canvas. And so when Elizabeth and Catherine came for the launch of Nun Better, the day after our launch, we went to the beach and we had a great time at the beach. So if you notice, this is Catherine right here, and this is Elizabeth, and this is me, and we are decked out and
Oh,
having a good time. And I think this is part of the memories of everything. You write a book, but the story keeps going. The story keeps going with your new friendships, your new relationships, all the places that the book can take you, and to hang on to your publishers and your friends throughout. It's just another big blessing. And there's another writing prompt, Elizabeth. Write about the people that help you to make your life what it is. And I think that's
oh,
that's a legacy to write about the people. How can you describe Elizabeth or Catherine or the people in your life that are making a difference? And so I love this picture. Of course, it's in the prayer corner along with Carol and my two blood sisters, Gail and Terry. But I just love this picture. So it just is all joy. Talk about love and joy.
yes. I love it, Joni. That's so special. So it's so interesting. And again, for all of you writers out there, here in Two Sisters Writing and Publishing, the company I started with my sister, Catherine Greenspan, it'll be 9 years in a few weeks, in one month. Um, 9 years that we started, we've published almost 60 books, and it's a long-term relationship that we form with our authors, many of whom become our dear friends. And so Joni is among those. She was here in Detroit with Catherine for Pride in June, where we launched Joyously Free. And it's really a beautiful thing. So your publishing experience can really create long-term, wonderful friendships. My first editor from St. Martin's Press, Natalia Aponte, is a dear friend. And that was a long time ago that she edited my first three novels. And I just cherish her because she helped mold who I became as an author and helped me write through her guidance. I did the writing and she was the editor, best-selling novels, including one with Billy D. Williams. And so it's just beautiful. It's like your journey. It has so many blessings that are going to sparkle along the way that you might not even anticipate. And then, Joni, you have made so many friends along your path as an author,
Oh
who's
my
many of whom
gosh.
have become my friends and authors with two sisters, right?
Yes. Isn't that cool? Isn't that
It's
cool?
it's
Oh my
amazing.
gosh.
Hmm.
And that's the way it goes. When you find or experience something that is great, you talk about it, you spread the word. And that's how it happens. That's how it
Hmm.
happens. So I want to come back. You said 9 years as two sisters writing. When
Yeah,
is that anniversary date?
I think it's February 7th. It's definitely February of in
Okay.
2026. I think it's the 7th, and we're going to have an online party to celebrate. So stay tuned for details. Thank you. Yeah, it's really
And 9 years is incredible for any business, and
yeah.
I think even more so with a publishing and editing business because it's so raw. I mean, you are literally helping people from ground zero to wherever they want to take it,
Yeah.
and you don't always know where that's going to go because you have to develop those friendships and relationships like you and Catherine and I have done. And oh my gosh, that's exciting. So everybody out there, hang on or find the person that works the best for you in terms of your publishing and editing. That I think that's the key. If you don't connect, you don't connect. But if you connect, you're in for a ride of your life on a roller coaster and flying and everything. It's just amazing.
Yeah.
Your life will change because it's an investment. What you're
Yeah.
doing is an investment of money and time and commitment and
Mhm.
heart.
Mhm.
And if I had to say, well, Joni, my $12,500 that it cost to do the entire book, Elizabeth, coaching, the business cards, everything about this book, $12,500. That was like the best financial investment I could ever do. Even if I didn't make a dime off of it, but I did, I made that money back. Which that's the goal, everybody. But well, at least that was the goal for me. It may not be for you, but that was my goal. And it is an investment and it will last forever, forever. I look at the back cover of this.
Yeah.
My grandniece Cammie, 7 years old, drew this. It's on this book that will last forever. She's seven, she's
Mhm.
9 now,
Mhm.
but when she's 50, 60, 70, 80 years old, she'll still be able to hold this book up and look what
Mhm.
I'm on a published book. I mean, that's incredible. You think about that.
It really, really is. That's
Are your
awesome.
books an investment?
Yeah, yeah, I love this topic, Joni, because somebody who came to one of our retreats recently did a testimonial, and I'm going to be posting it shortly on it's on our website, but she said the retreat was the best investment in the book writing journey because it's money you pay to come to register, but secondly, the time investment, the energy is an investment as well. And your book is literally blood, sweat, and tears investment and money and time, some of our most precious resources. And your brain energy is huge. So investing in a book can pay dividends that are limitless and not always monetary because of the friendships, the influence that you have on people. For example, our books have aimed to help people. Well, that's what we do. That's our brand here. But None Better, an 85-year-old lady read your book, Joni, and she came out to you and she'd never come out to anybody in her life, right? Like
Yes,
your book gave her a
yes.
dose of courage that she'd not had for 85 years. That blows my mind. It's like one of the best stories ever, right?
Yeah.
And then our contributors who contributed to Joyously Free, 32 across the country, 17 for Healing Religious Hurts. They are now published authors. We've touched their lives in such awesome ways. And the book is going out to help other people come out, um, be parents who have a better understanding of their LGBTQ plus kids, children, or grown. And then also allies helps them too. And
Yeah.
so we're all on a mission. And now those are dividends you can't see the results of. You may never meet the people who are touched and inspired by the book. What do you think, Joni?
Totally agree. And I love your opening sentence. You received a testimonial. I love that word testimonial. It's like testify. And I know the
Uh-huh.
times that I've even testified in court, I stood up for the truth for a person. That's what testimonial is. So when somebody says they've made a testimonial toward your retreat from the book coaching, from this or that, when somebody makes a testimonial, I just think that's such a powerful word because they're standing up for truth. And I believe that that is our testimony, Elizabeth. These three books, two that you and I co-authored together and None Better, I think they are a testimonial of love, of what we've been talking about, you know? So,
Mhm.
but yeah, continue on. I love hearing you talk about this investment. I think it's really cool.
Oh, well, thank you, Joni. A lot of people don't see the value of investing in coaching, for example. They think they can go at it alone, even if they've been struggling for years,
Mhm,
and they don't
mhm,
understand why there might be a cost to it.
mhm.
But if you think about it in terms of investing, say, $5,000 in coaching, and then you write a book that becomes a bestseller and you get speaking engagements that are paid, you can make exponentially more, but you never would have made it without investing in the book coaching to actually write the best possible book. You
Excellent.
see? Yeah.
Excellent.
hmm
Excellent.
That similarly, if you wanted to get published by one of the big five major publishers in New York, you have to have a literary agent. They get, as an industry standard, 15% of your royalties, your advances, all the money. Some people don't like that idea. However, were it not for having the agent, there would not be the book deal. They wouldn't have gotten the $100,000 or the $1 million book deal if the agent hadn't worked to get it. So the agent is investing in the author their time and energy to get the book deal, and then they get paid. So it's so worth it, but you need help along the way. So, for example, we've done a podcast about team, the teamwork required. You need a
Uh-huh.
graphic designer. That's an investment. You have to pay a quality graphic designer to do a beautiful cover, which we've succeeded at like so well. With all of our book covers are spectacular, and you're none better that your sister Gail initially sketched based on your preferences. And then, of course, Cammie's artwork. You have to invest in a graphic designer. You have to invest in things like that banner behind you. When you go to events, you want to have something big that's going to get people's attention to show. And you have three of these, one for each book. You
Correct.
have to invest in business cards and all the things behind Joni. She's got framed covers and postcards and business cards. Joni made business cards before she even finished. She's like, I'm writing a book.
Yeah.
Pink business
Bright
card.
pink, bright pink. I'm writing a book.
That was so fun. So, what else have you gotten? Like, oh, your license plate says None Better.
Yep.
You
Yep.
have
And I have
stickers,
stickers. I have team badges. I have team shirts.
shirt. Yep.
Yep.
Uh-huh.
But to
And
me,
it's
those are all things that capitalize on the power of the team. Yes.
And those aren't free. Nobody donated that
No.
stuff to you. You had to go to the print shop, pay for it. It's another investment, but it makes people happy. It's all these pretty colors. And secondly, it's promoting the book. And so your investments, again, pay off in ways you'll never know. We
Exactly.
have people from our promotions over the last 9 years. And I was writing books way, way, way before that. People come to us like 15, 20 years later saying, I've kept your card and now I'm ready. And it's amazing. So you
Way
just
cool.
never know how your investment today is going to pay off down the line. So you have to
Right,
look at the big picture. And
right.
investing in assistance is really important as well. So you have volunteers a lot of the time, Joni, when you go to
Oh,
events.
I have so many volunteers, friends and family. Oh my God. And I'm so filled with gratitude and gratefulness for
Mhm,
their contributions and help. And oh my golly, couldn't have done it without them, Elizabeth.
mhm,
Honestly, I could not have done None Better without them.
mhm, mhm.
Yeah. Or the
Right.
other two books either. Oh,
Right, right. And so you're investing. Now let's talk about the time. Writing a book is a huge energy expenditure. When you sit down and you actually focus, it can be hours, days, weeks, months, years. So that investment in time is going to create the best possible book. It's an investment in your energy because your brain energy is required to write the best book. It's also an investment in money because when you're typically writing your first book, there's no advance. You're just writing it on your own time. So you have to juggle, okay, am I losing money by investing time here if you take it away from something else where you make your money? So you have to
mhm,
think about the economics of your writing time.
mhm,
A lot of people have a full-time job and then they write at night, in the morning, or on the weekends.
right.
So until they get it done. Um, and then the investment in hope, Joni, you agree? It's a
Oh,
huge.
absolutely. I think the hope is a real big part of that because um, you're hoping you can first off write the book. It's the number one hope is that you can actually do it. And then the hope from there is what do you do with it next? What's
Mhm,
the hope? What's the game plan? Where do you want that to go? Who do you want to have that in their hands or in their ears if it's an audio book? Where do you want it to go? Yeah, hope is huge. What
yeah.
do you say about hope?
Well, I think it's an absolute adventure on hope because all of what you said, and it's like we have such huge dreams for our books.
Mhm.
And we have to, hope for me is like fuel. It just keeps me going. No matter what I might perceive as a failure in the past, I can't look at that. I have to look at a hope for the future and achieving the actual dreams that I still have.
Yes.
So it's really important.
Yes.
Otherwise, you can't, if you feel discouraged or like a doomsday attitude, there's no point doing it
Right.
because it's
Right.
too much. It's hard.
Right.
It's hard.
I
And
am
then
so grateful for my parents and my family because I grew up in such a healthy, hopeful environment. And my dad, people say I am the spitting image of my dad right now, and that he was just always uh, out there for the world and talking and saying hi and greeting everybody and writing and doing this and doing that and spreading hope, spreading joy. And as my father did, he made everything fun. And that's sort of where I come. You know me pretty well. It's like I
Mhm,
want to have the fun part,
mhm,
and I think that's an important you have to be you and to be the best you as you're writing or when you're writing or when you're promoting. But always, always just be the best you. And if there's something you don't like about yourself, change. I'm not
mhm.
going to say I'm perfect and you're not perfect, but you got to be the best you and you can be whoever you want to be. That's the cool thing. You can be whoever you want to be. You don't have to have a label, you don't have to have a box. You just get to be the best you. And who do you want to be?
I love that. Love that, Joni. And as a writer, you can use your skills to write out who you want to be. Like you can re-script yourself. I do this all the time. And then
Uh-huh.
I record it and listen to it, and it's like reprogramming my brain. So we have so
Cool.
much power as creatives, and especially as women, because our bodies embody the ability to create humans. Whether we use that or not, we can channel that energy, that female creative energy into whatever we do. And
Mhm, mhm,
a lot of people liken publishing a book to giving birth because
mhm.
it takes a long time. You have to nurture it. It's a process. You need a team. Um, it can be scary. And it's the most beautiful blessing once you have the book out in the world to share.
Yeah.
So,
That reminds me, this is going to sound crazy, but I'm going to jump in and say it anyway. If you have to edit it, you can edit it. But I know, when Carol and I were together, we were like, we don't want kids. We're not able to have kids. That wasn't quite the miracle that happened in our life. But lo and behold, at times we thought, what would Carol's last name was Tierheimer. What would a Tierheimer Lindenmeyer baby and child look like and be like? I mean, that was just pretty incredible to even think about, and it was like, you're right. Women have such a great, um, I don't even know what the word is. You're gifted. Those that become pregnant and have a child, what a gift for the world. Just what a
mhm,
gift. And I so admire moms. I so admire moms, and including you. I know you're a beautiful mom with Alexander, and I
yeah,
think of all my other friends that have kids, grown kids or little kids, but I just so admire moms and their heart to always want the best for their child, but at the same time, and you help me out here, mom, to let them go, to let them soar, to give them that free will, just like God gives to us, but to
right.
let them go. And sometimes I think I've seen the moms that that's a heartache to let go of that. And other moms are like, no, it's full of hope. Look what they can do. Look what they can be,
Mm,
So, anyways, just throwing that in there.
hmm. I love it. Love it. Love it, Joni. Wow, this is so cool. So, are there any other ways that the word investment resonates with you as an author?
As an author. Well, me and my coaching and sports background, I think of it as, you were my book coach, and thank God you were my book coach. And I'm glad I paid you in terms of money for that. I'm glad that we connected with time and energy and commitment together as a coach. And so I think of people that invest in their all their life as a coach, whether you are 50 years old right now and you have a trained trainer at the local gym, or you have a pickleball coach, or you're trying to excel and be better at 5 years old, and you want to be a better soccer player or a diver or a dancer. But I think those coaches are the same thing as a book coach. They're needed. They're life-giving, and that's the investment. That's the investment if you want to be the best that you can be.
Hmm. I love it. I love it. You know what? I just thought of something else, Joni. To
Okay.
go to all those prides, that was an
Yes.
investment for you. You had airplane tickets, you had
Oh,
hotels, you had gas, food, all the things with travel. So that was an investment.
oh,
And
big time.
yeah.
Big time. Yep, I did 20,000 miles on my car this last year. I
Oh
got
my.
that number. And my an investment, my backpack. I wore out the first backpack because I carried so many books and sold them out of it. So I had to get a second backpack. And I'm coming up with the numbers on that. But I am like, I can't believe how many books I sold, shared, touched hearts with out of my backpack. So I'm just now doing my data and my record keeping for all that. But you're right, the investment of plane tickets and lodging and food and entry fees or whatever. Yes.
Mhm. That's
Yeah.
phenomenal.
Yeah.
Phenomenal.
And you do the same thing. So I'm just trying to also role model off of you and other authors I've met of what they do and how they do it. And I think, do I want to do that? And I either say yay or nay.
Hmm. Hmm. And then other things are coming back that are going to um, give you a return on your investment is that you're getting speaking engagements for pay.
Oh, yes.
So,
Yes.
and then you got a radio show.
Yep. Yep. Coming on. Can you believe that?
That's
And you know the
amazing.
name of it?
What?
Joyously Free with none better than author Joanie Lindenmeyer.
Oh,
KCIW 100.7.
you are a natural at that. And guess what? Our 70 some episodes of this is probably giving you a lot of
Oh,
practice too,
oh,
right?
totally. This has been a coaching experience. I've learned from you how to interview
Wow.
people as well as to be interviewed. And yeah,
Oh,
you have been my whole training ground for this. And my
oh,
friends are so funny, Elizabeth. They say, Joni, you're not having a radio show, you're having a gadio show.
oh. Hilarious.
Yeah.
I
So it's
love
going to be
it.
spirituality, faith, queer, being a communicator of all those three things, all in a joyously free atmosphere. So that's what, and I'm looking forward to it. Yeah, it's going to
So,
be fun.
so how can we or the people who are watching or listening right now hear your show?
Well, it's locally here in Brookings. I don't have a date of a start date yet, but it will be 100.7 FM KCIW, and you can either go into the kciw.org website, and then you'll see the name of my show, Joyously Free, which will be imprinted there, and then you just click on that and you can listen to it. It'll be 28 minutes of beautiful, joyful noise, I guess.
No, inspiring talk. Do you get to have guests?
Yes, I can do whatever I want to do. So I'm getting my script ready and I'm lining up what I want to do for my routine every day. So there'll be a little bit of prayer, a little bit of golden nuggets from Joni, and then an interview with somebody based upon whatever topic that's going to be.
Can
So,
I
and
be a
I
guest?
already have a list. And would you like to be on my show, Elizabeth? Because
I'd
I
love
can do.
to. Yes. Oh my God, that would be awesome, Joni. Wait, what time is it on?
Well, it's not going to be live because I've decided I don't want it live because then I'm stuck with having to be here at a certain time in a certain place. So they're all going to be pre-recorded.
I
And
love
so
it.
that way anybody can just click on it and listen to it on their car stereo or on their
Okay.
headphones or on their computer or wherever they can
Okay.
do it. But they'll be
Okay.
all pre-recorded. Because I
Okay.
just can't, and this is what I told them originally was I can't be tied down. The biggest part of my life is being free to go where I want to go and need to go based upon what my heart and the Lord is telling me to go and do. And
Mm-hmm.
so yeah, so it'll all be pre-recorded. But
Oh,
thank you
good.
for saying yes, for wanting to be on my show.
Oh,
And I'm
yes.
going to have a rock and roll time, and we'll figure out all those details. But Tom will be my sound man. He's my sound man. And then Jacques Kepner is the marketing person, so he's helping me market. And then Sally, right now, we've already developed what's going to be our graphic visual for it,
Uh-huh.
and that is looking really, really, really cool. So
Oh, okay.
there's a lot to this. Oh my gosh, there's a lot to this big project.
It's
Have you
awesome.
ever done radio as in a show, your own show?
No, but I've been interviewed lots of times, so I've been on the other side of it.
Yeah, yeah. And your last interview was phenomenal. Oh my gosh, I've had so many people that I forwarded it to that just loved listening to it with Lisa Peterson. Oh my gosh, that was a great
Oh,
interview.
oh, thank you. Yes, Lisa
Yeah,
Peterson, the Mindful Millionaire podcast. She's incredible. Her book is called The Mindful Millionaire. And you met her, Joni, on the writing retreat, the Write Your Book in a Day virtual
right,
retreat. And the next
right.
one is on Saturday, January 18th, 2025. So if
Okay.
anybody here, I'm going to leave a link here. So please sign up. We're doing a 2-for-1, so you can pay half the price for if you have two people sign up. And come to the retreat, learn everything you need to know to write, publish, and promote your book. It's very hands-on, interactive. You will do some work and leave with an outline that you write during the retreat. So it's intense, but that's the point. And so make this the time, no matter when you're watching this, we're doing retreats every month. So wherever you
Cool,
are, you can do it. Yeah, we're doing in-person and virtual ones. So,
cool, cool,
uh,
cool, cool. Yeah, I know Emmy is super excited about where their writing is going. Just
oh,
incredibly excited about it. Yeah,
yay.
for
So
sure.
Emmy came
I
to
won't be
our,
able to attend that one. So I'll be speaking at the Ashland Library that day.
oh,
So
that's phenomenal. That's such a
yeah,
nice
so
library.
there's another part of investment. When you hook up with a publisher or a team, the book keeps going. And so one person might be in one place talking about it, another person might be talking about it in another place. And then because it's all online, the investment on the online stuff just goes crazy. So there's just so many
Mm,
ways the investment kicks back. I just thought
hmm
about that.
That's phenomenal. So
Yeah.
Emmy came to our retreat in Oregon that was live in
hmm
October. I
hmm
mean, in person. And
Yep.
so, yeah, so that
And
was,
I met Emmy at the Medford Pride. Think
yeah,
about that. I met
yeah.
Emmy at the Medford Pride, and now Emmy's like, do a book. And so go
hmm
ahead, continue on.
And then I met Emmy through your introduction. And then when I was in Oregon, I'm in Michigan, everybody, and Joni's in Oregon, if you haven't gathered that. But we both spoke in Emmy's class there, about writing. So It just keeps going and going.
Yep. Yep, for sure, for sure, for sure, for sure. What a great topic today. Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
We hit on investment, we hit on testimonial, we hit on
Love.
memories. Love, oh yeah, oh yeah, oh yeah, definitely, definitely, definitely. And I think that's here I am again going on a little spiel here, but I think when you know that you are loved and you are loving, it's so easy to spread that and give it away. And to me, that's a sign of a great relationship. And Carol and I always talked about that, that our love is hot and beautiful between us, but we need to share it. We need to share it. We can't just keep it very selfish like. And to me, that's a sign of mature love when you can give it away. You're still in a relationship or relationships, whatever your choice is, and you can give it away.
Beautiful. I love it.
Yep.
All
Yep.
right. Well, we gave away a lot of advice today to all you writers out there who need the guidance, the accountability, the instruction to write, publish, and promote an awesome, awesome book. It's one of the greatest accomplishments you can have in your life to leave a legacy and touch people and also earn money that can help you continue your life mission. So, I'm Elizabeth Ann Atkins of Two Sisters Writing and Publishing, and Joanie Lindenmeyer is the author. Oh, so sweet. Joanie Lindenmeyer, Nun Better, Joyously Free, Healing Religious Hurts, the last two we wrote together. You can find them all at twosisterswriting.com. And if you'd like us to speak, we are available to do that on Zoom or in person if you have a budget to fly us to wherever you are. And please, you can follow Joni on Facebook at Joanie Lindenmeyer and also on Twitter. And you can please visit
Talk.
twosisterswriting.com. Which one?
TikTok, TikTok. I'm not on Twitter, but I'm
Not
on TikTok.
Twitter. Why did I say Twitter? TikTok. Joni's
TikTok.
on TikTok. She makes awesome, inspiring videos like from the ocean. They're awesome. And wherever she is. So thank you for watching, everybody. Joni, do you have any last words?
Thank you, and may it be your best year ever, Elizabeth Atkins. And I will see you whenever I see you, probably next Friday.
Yep, yep, yep. Okay, excellent. Well, Happy New Year, everybody. And whenever you're watching this, happy writing and happy reading. We'll see you next time.
You got it. Big hug.